What is going on, YouTube people? Glad to be here, and welcome to our Week 2 match for the PMC Season 2, not 4. That's wrong. There we go. And this week, we are up against Sharpino, coach of the Sydney Krookodiles. And right off the bat, just off the team preview, I went and shit the bed. We've got Chinchino, Zapdos, Gardevoir, Landorus, Therian, Haxorus, and Ninetales versus his Krookodile, Celebi, Swellow, Dragouge, Sableye, and Talonflame. Oh boy. Now, there was a very awkward misunderstanding about free agencies, so there's one particular Mon that I didn't prep for because I didn't think he'd still have it by this point. But I'm going to let you figure out what it is. So, without further ado, let's go. Ignore this. This isn't stuff. Just let this happen. Alright. So, I am hyped for this match. We did not get to play in Season 1, unfortunately. So, Season 2, this is it. So, he's going to bring out Talonflame as we lead off with Dagger. I never know what to lead with because I never prep for an actual lead, but he's going to go ahead and withdraw out of there. I wasn't sure why. I guess he wanted to preserve it, full health and whatnot, but he's going to bring out Krook, show he's Intimidate, not Moxie, which is, it's not bad for us. But we're going to go into Avalanche here, who is super, super defensive. He's going to show him what it's really like to be intimidating, okay? But he's going to go ahead and crunch us out. That's not going to do anything. Avalanche don't care. We're going to hit him with a nice EQ. And even for 0 attack investment, that did a good amount of damage, which shows me that he might not be defensive. He could just be running an offensive Intimidate, probably Rock Set. So this Swellow's going to come in. As I predicted, Talonflame just went for the U-turn. That was bad. So Swellow's here. And I have no idea what to do. We're going to go into Scarlet Witch. And, just get that sun going up. He reveals that he is Toxic Orb, which means he's probably just going to be going for revenge kills. Because you don't want toxic damage building up. This is not cool. Flame Orb works a lot better if you plan to stay in and just sweep, because you're not eating damage after damage after damage after damage that much harder. But a bunch of weird plays just happened with Ninetales. He went to Dragouge, we went to Lando, he's going back into T-Flame. We predict the T-Flame, go for the Stone Edge, and miss. Because it doesn't like me. Stone Edge hates me. But luckily, we did prep for the Natural Gift, and that's going to trigger our Yachi Berry. As we are able to hit the second Stone Edge, which, thank God, because, oh my God. If I miss 2 Stone Edges in a row, again, I lose it. But that miss was extremely unfortunate because we hadn't eaten that Natural Gift damage. We could have survived this Facade, and it made me sad. So, this was terrifying because what he didn't know, but I knew, is that at this range, Swellow alone could take up my entire team. But luckily for us, he did prep for a defensive... Zapdos. Why was I thinking Blastoise? He prepped for a defensive Blastoise. He prepped for a defensive Zapdos, which really, really works in our favor. So we're going to go back into Scarlet Witch here. And just bringing the sun out for, no reason. Just because it's nice in the sun. It's summer. It's August. This is time for the sun. But he's going to go for the Toxic Spikes, which really isn't a bad play. My team really doesn't appreciate Toxic Spikes. Really doesn't appreciate hazards. But this Shock is going to do some damage. Not a ton, but enough, And it's going to reveal our lefties. So he's going to go for that Sludge Wave, and I make a misplay here. Really bad prediction on my part. Because we go for the Fire Blast, predicting him to want to preserve Dragouge. But I completely misread his whole ideas for this match. Because he's going to go for another Sludge Wave. And what I should have predicted, well, what I should have known was going on was that he wanted Drag Out to die, because he was pulling some me shit, you know. And I don't know. I wasn't prepared. Was not prepared for that swallow, and it really was just not a good time once Lando was sad. But we're going to trace that adaptability and go for this nice Moonblast, because that's what I feel like locking us into. As on most of his team is fairly slow outside of a couple mons. So I really figured, you know, Specs Gardevoir, we're going to trace adaptability, and we're just going to wreck shop. But this thing's here. And it's easily going to outspeed us, easily going to go for that Facade, and unfortunately knock Frank Castle out. So I am sorry, Frank, you did punish one mon this game, and only because I misplayed with Ninetales to punish that mon. We're going to go back into Storm, because at this point in the game I figured, you know, this is working pretty well to scare it out. Let's do that. He's going into Celebi, he's going to take a Thunderbolt, because, oh my god, I mispredicted again. I should have gone for the U-turn, but as you're going to see, U-turn wasn't my best play either. He's going to recover with some lefties, he's going to get, well, we're going to hard switch out, because I don't want to take any more Life Orb damage. I'm going into Carnage, because I really don't see the Celebi doing a whole lot to it. And we are a banded set, so we're going to kind of just on some stuff. He's gonna go for that nice happy sub. Look at that nice sub. Look at that sub. That's a nice sub. My phone is exploding for reasons I don't know. So we're gonna go ahead and mute this. Boop. You know, poison's gonna happen and whatnot. You know, wish. We're gonna go for that nice outrage. There's really nothing on his team that wants to take a banded stab outrage. So that life orb, that sub is just gonna be like. But Celebi's gonna go for that. It's gonna do a pretty good amount of damage, a very nice amount of damage. But at the same time, like, you know, Celebi doesn't want to take this outrage either. So he's gonna switch on out of there. This battle's actually going pretty quick. Went pretty quickly. A lot of it was just punching on either which side, stuff drops, you know how it goes. But Krook is gonna come in. Give us the Intimidate, kind of just taking the band out of effect, but it still falls to the Outrage, which is good for us. And luckily, no, I'm sorry, unluckily, we do get confused here. And I figure this is my best bet. We're just going to try, oh, he goes for the quick attack. And that's a dead Haxorus. But Carnage, you took out the Krook. You almost took out the Celebi. You did some good work. But Storm's coming back out because we can kind of just scare the swell away and everything's happy-go-lucky fun time. He's going to go back into the Celebi, and here we go again with Thunderbolts. I really don't know why I keep going for T-Bolt here. The switch is almost obvious. Because from my calc, realistically, we were taking like 92% minimum from Facade. So here we go for the U-turn, and I am modest. So that really didn't matter a whole lot. We really just had U-turn so I could still get the pivot in case he predicted the Volt Switch going to Krookodile. But Dagger's coming in. Celebi's going to go for the Psychic because we have another Banded Mon. And Dagger doesn't appreciate. He really doesn't. So I tried to make a big, I tried to make a prediction here. And we went for the Rock Blast. I don't remember what my prediction was. I really don't. But the Rock Blast seemed to work. Because we're banded. So, if we can get stuck into something, I might as well get stuck into something that can do some damage. So, Chinchino's not a happy Dagger right now. He's going to go back into Swellow. You know, if I'd gotten some rocks up, this would have been pretty nice. It would have been much better if I'd gotten some rocks up, but I didn't. I didn't feel rocks were 100% necessary. But Chinchino falls here. And that's extremely unfortunate. So Storm's going to come right back out. Doing some Storm stuff. But he's going to go for this Facade. It's easily going to take out Zapdos. Like I said, our calc read that Facade dealt 92%. So that's going to be super unfortunate. If anything, it just showed me that I need to pay more attention to the free agency sheet, because it's not even supposed to come into effect yet. But it didn't come into effect. That's what I'm getting. It didn't. So we're all following the rules. I was just kind of dumb about it. Which is really, really unfortunate for us, because had I paid a little more attention, we could have easily put Fortress on there. He was not carrying Heat Wave, so could have worked out a little better for us. We might even have gotten some rocks up. Could have easily baited out the Talonflame, gone into Lando, got the Intimidator off, missed a Stone Edge. But it is what it is, guys. We came out of here at -2, -4. But week 3, really hoping we can pick this up. We got to make a comeback. We're already doing worse than last season. We have two losses already. It's week 2. What am I doing? What am I doing here? But guys, that's going to be it for me. Make sure you go on down in the description. Check out Sharpino's channel. He is a really good battler. Really great guy. He's got some nice LPs going on. If you want to check him out, please do so. But that's going to do it for me. Stay tuned for next week. We are going to battle Misty, Coach of the Misty Drapion, for week 3, and you can bet your buns it's going to be fun. But until then, guys, stay frosty.